I've spent every video on this channel telling you to start, to grind, to show up, to stop hiding and do the work. And I meant all of it, but there's something I haven't said yet, and I think it might be the most important thing I've ever said on here. Some of you aren't hiding from the work. Some of you are hiding inside it. You're not avoiding discipline, you're using it to fill every hour, every minute, every gap in your day, so you never have to sit still long enough to hear what's actually going on inside you. And nobody questions it, because from the outside, it looks like you're winning. Think about what discipline actually looks like from the outside. The guy who never misses the gym, the guy who's always working on something, the guy who wakes up at 5, reads for an hour, journals, meal preps, grinds on the business, goes to bed early, does it all again. Nobody looks at that guy and says something's wrong. Nobody pulls him aside and says, hey, are you okay? They say, keep going. They say you're built different. They say, I wish I had your discipline. And that's exactly why it works as a hiding spot. It's the one place you can run from yourself and get applauded for it. Every other coping mechanism gets called out eventually. If you drink too much, people notice. If you scroll all day, people notice. If you isolate, people notice. But if you grind, if you optimize every second of your day and never sit still, people celebrate you. They hold you up as an example, and the whole time, underneath all of it, there's something you're not looking at, something you haven't looked at in months, maybe years. Discipline is the only hiding spot where people cheer you on, and I know this because I've done it. There was a stretch where I was doing everything right, gym every day, working on the channel, eating clean, reading, journaling, routine locked in, and from the outside it looks like I had it figured out, but the truth is I was filling every gap in my day on purpose. Not because I loved the grind, because I was terrified of the gap, because every time I sat still, even for 10 minutes, I started feeling things I didn't want to feel. Loneliness, doubt, this low, quiet voice asking me if any of it actually mattered. And instead of sitting with that, I'd get up and do something productive. I'd go to the gym again. I'd work on another video. I'd find another task, and it worked. The noise drowned it out every time. But the second I stopped, the second the day was over and the room was quiet, I heard everything I'd been running from, and I realized I wasn't disciplined. I was loud. I was using productivity the way other people use alcohol, just to not feel something for a few more hours. And here's what that actually costs you. You achieve the goal, you hit the target, you get the body, the business, the number, whatever you were chasing, and you feel nothing. Or worse, you feel emptier than before, because the goal was never really the point. The goal was just the noise you chose. And now that you've reached it, the noise stopped. And you're standing in the silence you've been avoiding for years, and you have no idea what to do with it. So you set another goal, a bigger one, a harder one, not because you want it, but because you need the noise back. That's the cycle. That's the trap. Not laziness, not lack of direction, discipline without awareness, movement without meaning, a perfectly optimized life pointed at absolutely nothing. So here's what I want you to do, and it's the opposite of everything this channel has told you to do so far. I want you to stop, not forever, not for a week, just for tonight. Sit somewhere quiet with no phone, no music, no podcast, no task, and ask yourself one question. Why am I doing this? Not the surface answer. Not because I want to be successful. The real answer, the one underneath. Are you building something because you love what it's becoming? Or are you building something because you can't stand what you hear when you stop? If it's the first one, keep going. You don't need this video, but if there's even a flicker of the second one, if you felt something in your chest when I said the silence is unbearable, then the most disciplined thing you can do right now is sit still and listen to whatever you've been drowning out. I'm not telling you to stop being disciplined. I'm telling you to find out why you started. Because real discipline isn't louder, it's quieter. It doesn't need to fill every minute. It doesn't need the noise. It knows where it's going and it knows why. And the version of you that knows why is worth more than the version of you that just never stops moving. So stop just for a minute and listen.